Are we back, guys? Man, I don't know about you, but that seems like some DDoS to me. I don't know.
That was funny. Okay, we're back. Streaming live.
Let's see if we can connect any of these chat boxes for you guys. All right, well, we'll come over here. Like I was saying, we'll start with the cryptocurrency market capitalization. We are back up above $400 billion at $415.6 billion. Bitcoin bouncing right about the price target that Todd said would be support. Back up to $9,250, up 3.42% for the day. Ethereum up to $660, up 6% for the day. Ripple trying to get back to the 90-cent mark, up another 5%. Bitcoin Cash getting back over 1,400. EOS continuing its nice price action, up 5% for the day at 1536. And Litecoin doing its thing, still in the $150 range. Some of our other favorites are doing well down here as well, just kind of inching along. We'll see who are the big winners for today. Mithril, 50.65%. Gifto, 37.79%. Gifto is actually a Palm Beach pick from several months ago. It's not really a project that really interests me, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess, guys. And Sia Coin up 36%. I know there's a couple people in here that really like Sia. It's I think Peter in here really likes it. I've already done a review on Sia Coin and kind of my opinion on it. I think it is an interesting project, but I think that it does get capped due to, with the increased price in Sia Coin, so does the price it costs for what they're doing with the storage over there. Now, they can always adjust their code bases and adjust those pricing algorithms, but for now, that's just how I see it. Bitcoin Diamond, another Bitcoin fork, doing pretty well at 28.13%. And Kyber Network up another 26%. We'll talk about what Kyber recently did here after Todd looks at some charts.
You're funny, Brady. Okay, Bitcoin bottomed yesterday, right when I said we go to a new low. You could buy that if you were day trading to get a rally back up here to, I had that like 9380, 9400. So we're working on that. You know, I think probably, obviously this is going to be an A. We'll just mark that in a red there to show it a little bit better. So I'd mentioned we're going to do probably a triangle here. We could do a flat. We could go all the way back to the highs, come back to 96, 9700 again for a flat. You know, we're acting very well. Ethereum and some of these are doing well. The other count would be, I've showed this. I'm going to go over it again for anybody new. So we can see this thing. The most bearish count would be that, actually I've got it on here like this now. A or 1, this would be an A. So this could be the start of a pretty good pullback that would go much deeper. It would go down here and do the scare at, you know, 7,700 to 8,000. So that could be possibly what would be going on. So if that's the case, you know, we could probably mouse around here for another day or two, do more of a flat correction here, and then fall down one more time hard, which would scare everybody out, make them think we're going back to new lows again. But I think that would be a buy. So again, I don't think you want to be too cute here. You could sell, you know, a pop up to that 94, 95 for a trade. You definitely could take it off. I think you'd get it back cheaper probably. But normally you don't want to fight the trend, and I still say we're headed to 12,000. So I'll keep it updated tomorrow. You know, around 11 or 12 o'clock, I'll do another probably video, see how we trade for the next few hours here, next 18 hours or so. There's Bcash, bottom down there around 1230, back to 1411. Same thing. I mean, something maybe up at 1450 or higher. Probably you could scalp it. If you bought one I said on any of these things, I would probably be trying to scalp them. Dash 505, same chart. Not much else to say on these things really. There's classic 2110. I said I picked some of that up at 1810, 1830, 1840, I think it was, on some trades I did. That one's bounced back quickly to 21, so I still think that coin's okay, but you know, we got probably some type of another sell-off coming. Ethereum 663. It showed some strength down there at 600 when it tested the previous little 595 or so. Something on 680 or so, probably I'd try to slide out, possibly again. I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, you don't want to get too cute. When you got news that the Nasdaq's talking about crypto exchanges, things like that, I just think that tells you that the news coming behind us could get really, really bullish. So, Litecoin bottom there at 141, I mentioned. So that one, a little different chart pattern. It could go higher here. If nothing else, mouse around before it goes higher. Neo 7736. Same thing. OMG 1819 up 15%. So coming back nicely and rallying strong. So that one continues to do very well. XRP 85 cents. Not too bad, still a little weaker. Quickly through these little smaller coins, ADA. Nothing to talk about there. EOS 1535. And internet's getting slow again. Another DDoS attack.
I hope not. God.
Here we come. There's EOS back near the highs. That thing's still doing well. XLM USD up 15%. Yeah, we're still slow over here. It's coming, but it's slow. XLM quickly almost back to the highs, so nice rally there from the 33 to 39. XVG 71, I said down there is 60. I still thought it would try to rally out of here. So that one's definitely acting better. So let's see if we can get an 80 or 85 maybe out of there. Zen 39.43. Whoa. Right back in your face. Didn't give you hardly any chance to buy. How you like that, Nick? 39.43.
I don't like it too much.
From a 32.70 or so.
I'm still trying to buy some Zen, guys. It ran up so fast, and then as soon as it started coming back down, I was trying to pick some up. We were trying to pick some up for some PCG clients. It just, right before it got down to our Satoshi target, that's when the Barry Silbert news came out that they were going to be adding it to one of their funds, and it has not retraced back down to those levels.
There's ZRX, made a 93, and we're back to $1.15. Nice percent move today, 14%. So that's it for right now. I think, Nick, you need to talk about your news and that Nasdaq, and then we'll come back to you and I.
Yeah. So let's see what's going on over here. Brian Montgomery says, Nick and Todd, you guys holding any Digibyte? I bought some Digibyte about a week after the interview with Josiah Spackman. I'm pretty impressed with their tech, guys. If you actually use a product, I mean, it's pretty impressive. But it still has to come over a lot of hiccups. It's not available on near as many exchanges. It doesn't have the Litecoin effect with Charlie Lee and Coinbase and all these other things. So although the tech may be better than some of its competitors, such as Litecoin, Litecoin still has the advantage because it's easy for fiat onboarding. It's got the face with Charlie Lee. It's been around longer. It's really solidified the term silver to Bitcoin's gold. So it's got some things to overcome. We'll see what happens there. What else we got going up over here? Driving Muffin says, picked up EOS in early April. Guess it was good I did. That's a good, you've been killing that one. Somebody else was saying that they were on the ZCL train. And I said, chugga chugga, but be careful. That run up is on pure speculation. That is one that if you got in early, I would probably be using a stop because you're just trying to get some gains. You really probably don't actually believe in the longevity of that coin. Brian says, thanks for the follow-up. No problem.
Brady, we're going to look at ICX here in a minute. Make sure I know what you're talking about on this ABC.
And Hunter Hall says, whoa, I need a wrench in my crypto bag. Just gave it to you.
Hunter Hall, what's up, Hunter?
Stack and Stoner over here agrees Digibyte gonna pop 2019. So we'll see. I'll do a a little segment over here, and then we'll give Todd the charts back, and you guys can have him look at some coins.
I have to interrupt because I didn't go over this one yet. Don't bring it back. You can keep it. But POA, the Gary coin.
Oh, God.
He woke me up this morning, up 11.3%. That boy's on a roll. So we'll look at that one too here in a minute.
Unidone Sum says ZCL 3-month chart is hilarious. Yeah, that is crazy. That looks like the BitConnect chart, honestly. Let's start with the Nasdaq news because I think this is the most exciting over here. Nasdaq is open to becoming cryptocurrency exchange, CEO says. Quote, certainly Nasdaq would consider becoming a crypto exchange over time. Nasdaq CEO Adena Friedman says, once the regulation is smoothed out and the space matures, Nasdaq, they repeated themselves 100 times here, but essentially they're saying if regulation gets smoothed out, which I know a lot of you do not like regulation, but in order for big money to come into the space, there has to be some sort of regulation. And as the space continues to mature and find real world use cases, then Nasdaq, that means your grandma, your dad, everyone could easily buy cryptocurrencies and digital currencies. That would be crazy.
Easily buy it.
That is crazy.
Safely buy it.
A key roadblock for the Nasdaq and other institutional investors is regulation, which Friedman said needs to be ironed out before the company would add an exchange. But she was bullish on the future of digital assets. Quote, I believe that digital currencies will continue to persist. It's just a matter of how long it will take for the space to mature. Once you look at it and say, do we want to provide a regulated market for this? Certainly, Nasdaq would consider it. In the meantime, the Nasdaq is supporting existing crypto exchanges. On Wednesday, the company announced a collaboration with cryptocurrency exchange Gemini. Gemini is kind of like a competitor to Coinbase. It's a fiat onboarding platform. It has limited coins over there right now. And with Nasdaq partnering up with them, all the coins on that platform I would definitely look at, as those are being the first ones that are accessible by new investors and institutional investors like Todd and I have been saying all along. This exchange was founded by early Bitcoin investors Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. The deal gives Gemini access to Nasdaq's surveillance technology to help make sure the platform provides a fair and rules-based marketplace for their own participants. Gemini CEO Tyler Winklevoss said in a statement. While Friedman was optimistic about the future of cryptocurrencies, she was less so on the fundraising process known as initial coin offerings, or ICOs. Quote, ICOs need to be regulated, she said. The SEC is right that those are securities and need to be regulated as such. Overall, guys, that keep going on down here, I think this is very bullish news, as this would allow anybody to be able to purchase cryptocurrencies. Gives it way more legitimacy to the marketplace, and you're just getting more and more big names talking about Nasdaq.
And as Chris says, you can sell your Amazon and buy some Ethereum.
There you go.
And sell your Litecoin and buy some Apple. All in one exchange.
That would be crazy.
That'll bring some money. We'll
talk about one more quick article before we throw it back to Todd, or just have some general discussion. This is about talking about here a new partnership with Kyber Network and Mew. And new Mew, Kyber Network integrates with My Ether wallet. Although this is kind of a poor time for this announcement to be had, if you guys watched my video about the My Ether wallet hack, although the website wasn't actually hacked, some people did lose their funds in that occurrence. So always make sure to take proper security precautions. And if you want to hear about those, I have that 5-minute video over here that you guys can watch. Wallet integrations are essential to Kyber Network's growth and adoption, which is why we could not be more thrilled to offer our token swap services to My Ether wallet in one of our biggest partnerships to date. It's been acting pretty well on the charts over there. I think it's up another 30% today. With more than 14 million web visits each month, Mew is arguably one of the most popular Ethereum wallets out there. Through its free and open source interface, users can generate public keys and private keys to set up their own Ethereum paper wallets. They can store, send, and receive Ether, as well as ERC20 tokens. The website is also compatible with Geth, Mist, MetaMask, Jax, Ledger Nano S, and Trezor. Most importantly, there are no third-party servers, which means that Mew does not hold onto your tokens or private keys. This is pretty good news, guys. I have not actually ever used Kyber Network, but I did come over here. Essentially, it's a decentralized exchange that integrates with all these systems and now is going to be able to integrate with Mew. So that means more liquidity to the network, which hopefully means more successful trades for you guys. I would have to play around with Kyber before I made any more comments on what is really going on over there. If anybody in the chat box uses Kyber, or anybody watching this after the live stream is over uses Kyber, make sure to put that information in the comment section so we all can learn a little bit.
What's up, QJ?
What we got going over here?
First of all, Stacking Stoner want to know if I manage IRAs. Yes, I do. My max charge would be 1%. If they got any bond portfolios or things they want to hold, I would go down to the 0.75. Larger balances go down to 0.5. So I do that through Charles Schwab. Open an account, Charles Schwab, and then I manage it there.
Ty Kelly says, do you have a USD Tether video? I'm not really sure what kind of video you mean. Just like an overview of USD Tether or what?
I mean, my opinion is we don't have any problem with Tether, so that's blown over here. It seems like recently you don't hear much FUD about that.
And Riley says, any news on CLO exchange listings? The last thing I saw is they tweeted out saying that they did contact all of the exchanges that did say they would support the CLO fork or airdrop, I mean, with ETC. So far, from my understanding, none of those exchanges have actually listed it yet, even though the CLO mainnet has gone live. If you are holding the CLO like in your classic Ether wallet, it's still safe there. But as of my knowledge, it is not tradable yet.
And we got to talk about something else here real quick. Another channel had mentioned that, I don't know whether we're shilling eBoost or we were doing some underhanded things. So I got to explain that because I am regulated. I am, have all my licenses, etc. So eBoost was a coin that Nick brought to the table because he had a friend that knows the development team. That's owned for a few people in PCG, not very much. Nick owns it personally. He has said all that. We have said all that. We have not raised any assets for eBoost. We have nothing to do with them. It's just another coin like the other million coins here that we talk about. And there is a business that we had mentioned as well. Nick and I are on the advisory board, and they are looking for a family and friends, and accredited investor.
So this is a
investment round,
a cryptocurrency project that does not yet exist. It's still in the early phases. Hence why we don't talk about it, because you're not supposed to. Right now, it is in the accredited investor and friend and family round. Has nothing to do with eBoost, as eBoost is already a product, guys. So how am I raising funds for something that already exists? That makes no sense. Use your brain. If you guys have no idea what we're talking about, that's even better. But there's only so much defamation one can take, so many lies one can handle before you have to say something. And that's really all I want to say about it.